All right, so a lot of you guys have been asking for different teams to be done, the Cardinals, the Giants, this team, that team, and I'm waiting because I don't want to do a rebuild because I know as soon as I do a rebuild on one of those teams, they're going to sign a big name free agent or they're going to make a roster move. So today we're going to go revisit a team that's actually made quite a few moves since my last rebuild where I did it on Yasmani Grandal signing with the White Sox. Since then, they've added Mazara, they've added Gio Gonzalez, Dallas Keuchel, Edwin Encarnacion, and it looks like they're still in the market for another big bat in Marcell Ozuna or Nicholas Castellanos. So with that being said, we're going to revisit this White Sox rebuild and we're going to do another one with them. And I know some of you guys may not like this, but like I've said, I'm holding off on some of these other teams because I know a move is coming. I know something's going to happen, and then I can actually do a rebuild with one of those teams with one of those new players. So today, the White Sox rebuild. If you guys are still enjoying these rebuilds, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And as always, in the comment section, let me know future videos you would like to see. On screen now is going to be the most recent video that I did. The link to it is going to be in the top corner. All social media links are going to be down in the description: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Go and give them a follow if you haven't already. And above my head is going to be the username that creates all the rosters that I've been using. He's usually up to date on every transaction. He actually just tweeted me the other day saying he's going to be on vacation for the next week or so, so they won't catch up. He won't get the next couple transactions, but once he comes back, all the transactions and all the rosters will be up to date. So this is the username. Search that in the roster vault and it'll be like one of the most up-to-date rosters possible. So let's hop into this offseason rebuild with the Chicago White Sox. Alrighty, so we're hitting the offseason for season one, or like we're going into season one. So let's take a look and see if anybody retired from our team. No, which is good because we technically want Edwin to be a part of the team. I know Wellington Castillo is on the Rangers now, I believe, or he got cut by the Rangers. One of the things, I think that's where he was traded to, so we're not going to bring him back. Ivan Nova, not going to bring him back. I'm actually not going to bring back any of these guys. I think Ross Detweiler was actually signed by the White Sox, like for this coming season as well, but there's no point in keeping him on the squad. So arbitration wise, let's go take a look at the team, see how they did really quickly. Giolito struggled. Keuchel looks like he did well. Gio Gonzalez was meh. Rodon did well, and then Reynaldo Lopez was, meh. Bummer struggled, and overall the bullpen was, hit or miss, not like the best. It either went really well or pretty poorly. So, okay, not the best bench, but offensively, pretty happy with how everything went. Most people hit about 260 or above, so I have a feeling we're gonna get a bounce back season. I need to cut Yolmer Sanchez because he's not on the team anymore, so I got to make sure I don't bring him back. So arbitration wise, definitely gonna have everybody get arbitration except for Yolmer. He's not part of the team anymore. And then when we look at contracts, not Polka. I'm pretty sure he was cut as well. I don't think they brought him back. I'm actually going to double check and see if they actually did. But contracts, not those. I want free agency. Free agency, let's see what we could do. Like, they're in on Marcell Ozuna. I know in the last White Sox rebuild, I picked up Marcell Ozuna, so I'm not going to pick him up this time. I'm actually going to go maybe a Puig. Maybe Puig. Shogo Akiyama. I know they're thinking about bringing up Luis Robert later in the year, so there's definitely that option that we could just bring him up. But looking at the rest of the options here, maybe Starlin Castro at second base. I know they're looking at bringing up Nick Madrigal as well, but I'm thinking maybe we just find someone who could fill in for the time being for like 1 or 2 seasons. So here, it's not looking too great. This guy looks decent. Decent stats. He looks like he could just be a good trade piece, but not too many options that are here that are interesting me. So I feel like we should just make a couple trades once the season starts or in the off season. All right, to start season, I was holding up 2, but I meant 1. I was looking at new shortstops or even second basemen, and there weren't too many good second basemen that I saw that we could trade for. Really, the only one I wanted was Altuve, and we just can't make that trade happen. So there's 2 trades I'm looking at right now. And it's really tough because we don't necessarily need a shortstop, but I'm trying to move on from Nick Madrigal because I feel like I want to win now, and he's going to be like a season 3 second baseman. So I want a second baseman or a shortstop that we can use now. And then if we get a shortstop, we can move Tim Anderson to second. So what I'm thinking is Xander Bogaerts. This would be the trade. The thing is, we're kind of tight on budget if we trade for Xander Bogaerts. That's why we'd have to trade Edwin. And I looked at other contracts that we could try to get rid of, but I think Edwin's really the only one that makes this work. Unless I were to trade Dallas Keuchel, but he's one of our better pitchers, so I don't really want to do that. So we do that. That's one trade. Or we go over one team and we go to the Yankees and we have to trade our top 2 pitching prospects for Gleyber, Torres. And this one's tough because I feel like who do we go for? This one's going to be the cheaper option, like 100%. And I feel like that's going to help us win more. I'm going to go Gleyber Torres. We're picking up Gleyber Torres. All right, and then a lot of you guys always say Dylan Covey is not a starting pitcher for the White Sox. Like, he doesn't have a future with the team. Let's trade him for a new reliever in Edgar Santana. All right, so after those moves, this is what we're looking like budget-wise. Pretty tight. I did have to sign a lot of minor leaguers to like 1-year deals to fill up the roster, but it's looking pretty good. We do have some contracts coming off the books as well. One of those big ones is going to be Edwin Encarnacion. That's a big one. Gio Gonzalez, probably not a long-term piece either, so we could use that money somewhere else. And then outside of that, we don't really have to worry about other like big contracts or like having to pay too many players because a lot of them are on arbitration. So once we get Gleyber Torres into the mix at second base or even shortstop, I mean, it's pretty nice. Let's move Tim Anderson there, and then we'll get Gleyber in. I know I put Gleyber at short and Tim Anderson in the other lineup, but when you look at the team now, it actually is kind of gross. I'm going to move the lineup around, but this is what we're kind of working with. It's pretty good. I mean, really the only spot that we need to improve on is, I feel like, center field. And we have Luis Robert coming up, so I feel like he's the guy that can do it. So Moncada at third, Anderson or Gleyber Torres at short. DH is going to be Edwin for this year. Then we have Mazzara, Eloy, Gleyber Torres, Yasmani Grandal, and Jose Abreu. Like I said, I'm going to move the lineup around. Offensively, looks stacked. We have Aledmys Diaz. I think I did a 2-year deal for him. Oh no, 1-year deal. We'll see how he does as like a backup infielder. We have 2 catchers, which we don't really need. So we'll probably let James McCann walk after this season because his contract is up. Let Zach Collins be our backup, and then we can just sign somebody else. And then Daniel Polka, who is still part of the White Sox organization. That's why I kept him. Pitching rotation, it looks like this. We're going to leave the starting rotation as is for now. We don't really have any pitching prospects besides Alec Hansen, since we just traded our top 2 away. But our bullpen looks like it's improved. You know, obviously Santana's in there. And then we have Carson Fulmer. I'm not too sure he's going to be our long reliever for the future. But the team looks good for season 1. I think we're ranked in the top 10. Yeah, number 9. Let's see how season 1 plays out. Alrighty, September time. And things are looking really good. Almost 90 wins on the season. Offensively, we're looking pretty solid. Pitching wise, our starters kind of have some high ERAs, but we won the division. 100 wins, pretty solid. No league leaders, no awards. We're still 9th in baseball. We won the division by 9.5 games. Let's take a look at pitching. Giolito, okay, he's starting to get better. Dallas Keuchel did really well. Reynaldo Lopez, good. 1, 2, 3, I like it. Rodon struggled a bit, and even Gio Gonzalez. Okay, maybe we'll make Rodon our 5th. Carson Fulmer wasn't terrible. Santana was pretty bad. Hopefully he can bounce back next year. Evan Marshall wasn't terrible. Jace Fry was good. Bummer struggled, so maybe we trade him for a different lefty. Kelvin Herrera was good, and so was Colome. I don't really think we have anybody down here who's really going to help us right away, so we're definitely going to have to turn to free agency for bullpen help. On the bench, Aledmys Diaz hit the ball really well off the bench, so he's looking like a piece we need to keep around for a bench bat. Zach Collins did well. James McCann only had 6 at-bats, and he hit a home run in 6 at-bats and had 5 RBIs, so he was productive. And then Daniel Polka was pretty garbage, but that's expected. Polka's like home run or strikeout at this point of his career. Tim Anderson, solid season. Moncada as well. Yasmani Grandal, the average is kind of low. Not what I want to see for a player who's like supposed to be, you know, a key piece in the lineup. Gleyber Torres, solid. Eloy Jimenez, really good year. Mazzara, okay, I think that's better than what he did the previous season. Yeah, home runs are a little bit lower, but I'll take it. Lurie Garcia might actually just stay as our center fielder. Maybe not. We'll see. The numbers did drop off a bit in terms of average OPS and stuff like that. Edwin, I'm going to let walk after this year. Even though he's really good, he's going to be like a 70 or 68 after this, like after season 2. So there's no point keeping him. And then Jose Abreu, the average is so low. Does he walk? Is he done? No, we got 2 more years with him. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to say this, but maybe we move on from Jose Abreu. We got Andrew Vaughn who can play first base, or we could try to get someone else in the meantime. So might be time to move on from some of those aging first basemen. So taking on the Yankees in the postseason in the very first year. And okay, we got past them. That's a good win. That's a good series win. I like that. Reynaldo Lopez, but we'll not worry about that right now. Red Sox and 2-2. We're facing elimination. So you know what? It is season 1. So it's season 1. Let's sim it. See what happens. We got eliminated. That's okay. We made it past the Yankees. We at least won 2 against the Red Sox. So we're in a good spot. So let's see who wins the World Series. The Cubs defeat the Red Sox. That's all right. We're still in a good spot. You know, we're only building on what we have. Offensively, very good. I feel like pitching could use a little help. Let's do this for column A. Let's bump it down a little bit, and let's see if we can get him to agree to a club option. And then kind of the same thing with Herrera. If we can get him to agree to a club option, boom, we got our setup and closer still intact. Gio Gonzalez pitched well, but it's time to move on from the aging players in the team. Lurie Garcia, I keep wanting to say Gonzalez. Lurie Garcia probably going to let go. Edwin, we're going to let him go, unfortunately. And James McCann, we're going to let him go. So here we go into the next part of the off season. Yes, probably everybody. Yeah, we're going to do that. Contracts, most likely everybody as well. I do want a reliever. Options don't look great. What about Chafin? How'd he do? Normally does pretty poor, so we're going to try to avoid him. Avilon was okay. I kind of want a lefty, and maybe we trade Bummer, which sounds crazy. We're going to pick up this guy just as trade piece for the future. So we might have to make a trade for some pitching help, but the lineup looks good. I don't think we're going to change much in the lineup at all. Probably try to pick up a new DH, or even let Aledmys Diaz be that guy, and then probably try to find a new center fielder, which might need to be a trade, because I doubt there's going to be any good center fielders unless we want to bring back the beast Mark Canha. So let's see what we can figure out. I'll see you guys in the start of season 2. Alrighty, start season 2. We're still in spring training, but I wanted to show you who we signed because it's kind of important. So Jake Lamb, we signed him to be our new DH. We'll see how that goes. Brett Phillips was available. He's a potential center fielder. He's not going to hit the ball well. I only picked him up as a trade piece. I picked up JBJ either. Also, again, he can't really hit the ball, but we don't really need crazy offense. We just need someone who's decent and can play center field. So we're going to pick up JBJ, and then this is kind of the rest of what we did for the off season. And the reason I picked up Brett Phillips is because I want to trade him for a starting pitcher. That was the only reason why I picked him up. So I'm assuming we can get some sort of starting pitcher for him. I don't expect to be able to get like a Mike Soroka or anything, but I want to see what we can get for him because we really only need a 5th. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like we could use maybe just pick up someone kind of okay and just kind of go from there, because like I don't want to spend a crazy amount of money on a 5th starter, because I have a feeling we may need to change a couple things here and there, like pick up another bullpen arm this season or next, because offensively, I mean, you're looking at the lineup, it's stacked, and then we'll have Diaz, Collins, Palka, and Reed. We will need a righty bat in there somehow. But offense, we're good. This is where I want to improve. So do we spend the money on do we trade that a potential player for like a 5th or a 4th starter? Yeah, we do. So let me find a new pitcher. I already found him, Max Fried. I think we got him a few rebuilds ago, and that's why I'm okay with getting him now. Holy cow, the Phillies rotation's kind of gross. And because I've looked at other like high potential developing pitchers, and I don't really see any other ones that I like. So let's go for Max Fried. Alrighty, September time, not as good as last year. We might not even make the postseason this time. We won the division 89-73, really, by 1 game. Interesting. I don't even know if we would have made the postseason if we didn't win the division. So looking at the team, we're 8th ranked, which is interesting. We do have a league leader, Tim Anderson, with hits. Let's take a look. What went wrong? Giolito is not, like, the stats aren't ace material, you know. Keuchel's still pitching well. Fried, not so much. We'll make him our 4. Reynaldo Lopez was decent. Rodon, probably time to move on from him. He becomes a free agent, so that actually works out pretty well. It looks like they sent down Carson Fulmer. Probably was having a rough year. No, he wasn't. He was having a good year. Just the whip was high. So why did they take him and not like Evan Marshall or Jace Fry? Or I don't understand why the CPU constantly gets involved if I like don't make any changes whatsoever. All right, so let's bring back Fulmer because he actually was decent. And then we'll send down Tyrone Guerrero, which I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, Carson Fulmer was having a solid season, and they're like, no, he can't be part of the team anymore. So Evan Marshall won't be with the team after this year, and then probably going to trade one of these guys. Aaron Bummer had a really good year, a bounce back year, which is good to see. Kelvin Herrera, probably pick up his option. Jace Fry, probably going to trade him. But these 2 guys have still been pitching really well. Probably still need another starter. We got some budget to work with as well. Our bench, pretty good. I like these 3's stats. Like to see that. And then when you look at the rest of the team, Yoan Moncada had a quiet year. But everybody else, Yasmani Grandal, man, I need better stats than that. But everybody else, pretty happy with. Let's see. Anybody here that could potentially be for next year? How's Vaughn? He's probably coming up. He's probably going to take this spot. I think that's the move. Even though this guy looks decent too, we might trade him and try to get someone in return. Yeah, Luis Robert's not ready yet, so we definitely have a new like bench bat here. I mean, we could probably even trade. We'll figure something out. We have the pieces to actually still do pretty well. So let's see how we do in the postseason against the Rays, facing elimination. All right, let's play this one because I don't want to get eliminated first round. We can't do that. We've created a good team. We can't just let it go to waste, you know? So let's see what we can do here. Because I'm pretty sure when we did the White Sox last time, we actually had a World Series title. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I can't really remember. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Thank God we got those runs in. That's huge. All right, Michael Perez went deep. That's not good because his stats are atrocious for hitting. And we're down 3-2. So that's happening, which is not good. Still pretty early in the game, but we'll see if we can get back soon. That's a good start. JBJ, Yoan Moncada gets us the tie game, and then Eloy brings in the leading run. So Giolito's done now. I saw his stamina was pretty low. Tim Anderson gives us that 3-run lead. As I said, I was going to take out Giolito. Where are we at? The 7th? Let's go Santana. See if we can just go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Gets us the outs. 8th inning. Our setup man, Kelvin Herrera. And then let's keep going here. Let's end it here with Colome coming in and shuts the door. Perfect. So we were able to come back in the series. We're going to be taking on the Angels. So Giolito, let's just go like this. Let's go like that. I like that. So it should be Keuchel. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3 and 4, we weren't able to get that. Don't tie it up. Really, it's going to be a tie game, or tie series, I should say. And then everyone's tired. I wasn't thinking Reynaldo Lopez would have been the man, but it's all right. Otani's like super tired. Really? Okay, that might be good for us, or bad for us. Who knows? If we can get to him early, that would be huge. It's not looking like it though. And obviously, when you look at their team, actually their team's looking pretty bad. Besides Trout, Rendon, not not too much to get excited about. There we go. Gleyber Torres gets us the lead, 1-0. And we're going to need more than 1 run for sure. I already know that. Bases loaded for Torres. Gleyber couldn't get the run in. And Wilfredo Tovar goes deep. Are you kidding me? Thank God Daniel Parka gave us the lead. I was going to say, can we get another run? We do. We're up 3-1. And if Reynaldo Lopez could, get us through that, I'm cool with that. 7 innings from him. Let's take him out. Let's be safe. Let's go. What are we in the 8th? Yeah, let's go Herrera. That's not a good start. The double. He actually gets out of it though. So can we get an insurance run? Maybe. No, but we're going to go to column 8 and hopefully he can shut the door. He does. He does. There we go. Who we taking on in the world? A Chicago matchup in the World Series. We would lose the first, but we tied up. Do I want Rodon here? How did Rodon do last time? Oh no, we don't want Rodon there. Holy cow. Let's get Keuchel on the mound then for game 3. We get the win 2-1. Reynaldo Lopez. There we go, 3-1. 3-2. 3-3. Game 7 World Series. Chicago versus Chicago. We're the home team. Guaranteed rate field. They need to figure out a new name for it. Ooh. Who we trust in? Let's go Max Fried. I think that's what we want, right? Looking at their team, it looks like the exact same. That's the Cubs lineup through and through. Let's see what we can do here against the lefty Eduardo Rodriguez. Anything? The runner was thrown out going home. Really? That sucks. All right. Another runner thrown out going home. Are you serious? Back-to-back innings, and then Castellanos goes deep. 2-run lead. Oh, man. Really? All right, we get 1 back thanks to Aledmys Diaz, so that's good. We're only down 1, but offense is looking a little quiet. All right, Fried is dead. Let's go to Santana. He gets the out. Perfect. Mazzara versus Cishek. Nothing. A double, though. Okay. First and second, Moncada. Come on, Moncada, I need you here. Bases loaded for Gleyber. Couldn't do it against his former team. Yasmani Grandal. I've been bagging on him this entire rebuild for poor stats during the season. And he comes up clutch, gives us a 2-2 game. JBJ, I need a base hit here. Okay, that works. Top 9 double play. Okay. They bring in Tepera. Come on, we need to end it here. Bottom 9, walk it off in Game 7 of the World Series. That would be insane. Jose Abreu, be the star. Strikes out. All right, cool. We'll bring in Bummer. They bring in Alfaro. Really? Alrighty, defensive substitution. Oh, Mazzara goes deep, walks it off in extra innings of Game 7 of the World Series. That is how you end it. Gleyber's the MVP, and the World Series MVP was Aledmys Diaz. Okay. Let's just quickly take a look how things went. Reynaldo Lopez had a postseason. Rodon was a little shaky, but we're probably not going to bring him back. Everybody else was okay. Keuchel struggled a bit, so did Fulmer. Evan Marshall was atrocious, so was Bummer. I think we're going to need a new lefty next year. I think that's a new lefty in the bullpen, probably 2 new arms in the bullpen, and then a starter. That's really about it. Offensively, I feel like we're in a very good spot. So the money that we're going to spend, holy cow. All right, let's figure this out. Colome is going down, but I'm still going to pick up the option. Herrera, still going to pick it up. We have Vaughn coming up. The thing is, we still have Abreu, and like, that's tough. Rodon, we're not going to pick up. We definitely need Mazzara back. He's been really good for us. So let's just give him money. Throw it at him. Do we take Jake Lamb? What do we have for first baseman? We don't really need Reed. Vaughn's going to come up. Yeah, let's take it. Let's exercise that option. Everything else is pretty good. And then what can we do with the rest of the team? Let's see here. Maybe not Polka. I've been pretty disappointed with him, so there's no point. Marshall, probably not. And then looking at the contracts, everybody's going to get one. Not Reed. And then free agency. 5th starter. We might be able to get one there. Bullpen arm. We need a lefty. Both of our guys don't want to be closers, so I might spend money on Chapman. Just lock it up, get Chapman, and then fielders, I think we're set. Let's take a look at the lineup. Yeah, so he's going to leave. Our DH will probably be Abreu, and then Vaughn will come up and be in there, and then probably somebody else. So I think we're set. Let's just get some pitching. All right, final season, what we're going to do is we're going to trade Fulmer, Alonso Perez, which was that first baseman that I signed either season 1 or season 2. I don't remember, but it looks good. But we don't really need him since we have Vaughn, Lamb, and Abreu. Fulmer, Perez, and then Jace Fry for Sean Newcomb, who's going to be our new long reliever. When we take a look at how we're looking now, we got a lot of lefties. The more I'm looking at it, and I really want to get rid of Guerrero and try to get another righty. See if we can do that. The starting rotation looks good. We brought in Eduardo Rodriguez. I like the starting rotation. The bullpen's good besides Guerrero, and this is what we're looking like offensively. I might use someone else here. We'll see. But for now, I like how we're looking offensively. I like how we're looking pitching wise. Let's just get one more bullpen arm, and I think we're set for season 3. All right, we're going to trade for Yimi Garcia of the Marlins. He's not the flashiest of signings, but his stats are a lot better than Tyrone Guerrero. And then he should go up to about an 80 once the season starts. So yeah, that's the bullpen. This is the starting rotation. Our budget should still be pretty good. Yeah, 1 million. Our lineup looks good. Yeah, it's pretty solid. We just won a World Series. Let's see if we can go back to back in season 3. See you guys at the end of it. All right, September time. We're doing pretty good. Can't complain about it. 80 wins. As long as we hit around mid 90s, we should be hitting the postseason, and it looks like we should be able to do that. So we actually had to do a tiebreaker. Oh, okay. Oh, that was just to win the division. Would we have won? Wow, the AL was really tight this year. So we're first in baseball. Just speed is like our worst stat, and we won the division. Haven't gotten the notification for it yet. There it is. We won the division. We're taking on the Astros. And speaking of the Astros, that's actually kind of a good segue, because look at this game in June, 23-7. Yeah, that happened. So maybe we can do that to the Astros a couple times. Tim Anderson is just a hit machine. Awards, no awards. JD Martinez is kind of a beast, as per usual. Let's take a look at pitching. Giolito was really good. Max Fried was pretty bad. Reynaldo Lopez was good. So these two, so Max Fried didn't really pan out. Dallas Keuchel was consistent throughout the entire thing. And then Eduardo Rodriguez kind of sucked too. So the two pitchers that we tried to acquire to help the rotation didn't really help. Sean Newcomb didn't really help. Aaron Bummer was okay. Kelvin Herrera had his first bad year. Yimi Garcia, of course, we traded for him, doesn't do well. Santana did well. Colome, not great, so we'll put Santana there. And then Chapman was solid. How many blown saves? 9. Interesting. Let's take a look at the lineup. Bench, not as good as last year, but Andrew Vaughn was pretty solid. Tim Anderson was a beast this entire time. 30 home runs plus every single season. Gotta love it. Yohan Moncada finally had a breakout year at the age of 26. So, I mean, I guess I can't really jump the gun there. Last year hit 246. This year hit 315 with a 10.03 OPS. Gleyber had his worst season since joining the team, but he still had 44 home runs. So I'm not gonna knock the guy for having a low average and everything. 24 home runs for Eloy. Had himself a rough year. Yasmani Grandal just never really hit above 240. That's kind of, even the OPS is down for Yasmani Grandal. Nomar, I can dig it. Jake Lamb, pretty consistent, about 20 home runs the last couple seasons. Aledmys Diaz, kind of a beast pickup. Just to be a platoon guy for us, I'll take it. And then JBJ wasn't terrible, actually. He's pretty good the time we had him. I'll take it. I mean, who would have thought JBJ would have hit close to 800 OPS in his career? Not me, so I'll take it for sure. Astros, White Sox, season 3, final season. Can we get another World Series? All right, well, that's a good step. Now we're taking on the Yankees, and we're going to get our best foot forward, kind of go like that. Hopefully that gets us the win for the series. So game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. 3, we lose, though, and 4. We win that one. and we advance to the World Series, taking on the Phillies. All right. Giolito's... is Giolito going to be tired for this? Because he pitched this game. He probably will be good to go. So let's go Giolito, Lopez, Keuchel, Fried, Rodriguez, right? Or maybe Keuchel here, and then Lopez there. Let's do that. I feel like this is pretty solid. Game 1, we lost. Ooh, that's not good. But we won 11-0 the second. The third, we lost. Tie series. We take the lead there. And game 6, 2 straight World Series for these Chicago White Sox. Who would have thought back-to-back with them? MVP for the playoffs, Nomar Mazara, and Aledmys Diaz. Was that back-to-back years? World Series MVP? Who would have thought Aledmys Diaz was going to be the World Series MVP back-to-back years? So pitching, Keuchel was our standout pitcher throughout the entire rebuild. And then the bullpen came to play, besides Herrera and Colome. Everybody else, and not Chapman. So half the bullpen was like, you know what? We're going to win a World Series. The other half was like, no. Let's not do that. So the team as a whole, though, very happy with it. We'll take a look at the budget really quick, because if you look at the budget, we're actually really solid. We're over $1 million, which is like really good in the show terms. Keuchel comes off. I'd probably avoid bringing him back. Jose Abreu would avoid bringing him back. Moncada, definitely bring him back, and you'll have the money to do that. Jake Lamb is iffy. JBJ iffy. Probably Fried if you wanted to and trade him. Colome, you don't have to. So you're still in a really good spot financially to bring back a lot of these guys and still move forward with the team. So overall, pretty solid rebuild. 2 straight World Series. And I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And as always, guys, in the comment section, let me know what you thought about the video and also future videos you would like to see. Right now, 2 videos on screen, my most recent, and also one that YouTube recommends you should check out. If you haven't seen either of them, go and give them a watch, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.